もいいお天気ですね。お花たちも嬉しそう。幾億の涙花を咲かせる。きっとどこまでも暖かくて冷たいこの世界が嫌い。
Hello, hello, testing, testing. Okay, mic is working. Music is fine as well. Alright. For the stream, I have not done any of my dailies yet because this is on a separate time zone. Great. You can hear the soundtrack already, it's outstanding. Love this game, I'm so excited for it since, what, a year, so solid a year or so. Actually insane. So, this game is Memento Mori. It follows a typical AFK game, I guess, structure where you don't really play. You gather resources passively over time, and you can use those resources that you gather over time on growing your characters. So you can see here. They've got a merge system as well within here, so if you have one character, you can click that, and you can click duplicates, and then you can go rank them up and stuff. If you're familiar with the other game, with AFK Arena, you know sort of how it all works. Level up system as well. It has a speed level up system, and then if we go back into the character menu, there's also a level length system. If you have a character that's kind of low level compared to everyone else, you can put them into here, and then they'll basically be matched up with the average level of the 5 main characters that you have in your team. Let's grab some of this stuff here. Starting part of it, right? Also, a really nice thing about the actual music player in this game is that the music continues off from where it left off. Like most games, when it comes to sound design, it's a very small thing, but it's very, very good. Very, very nice. Just a really, really nice touch. Not too loud. I can't tell. Is that when you exit the menu, so you can on all the pages except the quest menu, I believe, and the area menu, your character's song plays. So that each character has a song, and their song will play during that point. And the only time that changes is when you have is when you're in other menus, and then when you come back to the page, instead of starting at the very beginning again, it will actually continue off from where you left it, so to speak. Obviously, there's different currencies, like the PvP currencies and such, you can unlock through beating people in PvP, boppity boopy, all that kind of stuff. You're probably familiar with that already, but it also has a very unique combat UI. So if you've played the other games, you'll understand that. I think most people understand that these kind of games have a kind of also have a very passive combat system as well. But the way this game works is, let me just go into guild raid battle to show you. So guild raid battle, you have the boss has all of this health, and then you chip away at it slowly over time along with all the rest of your guild members. So you can see the team I'm using is right here, and I can swap him out, swap him back out, in and out, all kind of stuff like that. And if I turn on speed back to normal, basically each character has an animation that plays during their turn. You can speed it up to 4 times speed. Let me turn this down. You can turn the battle speed up to 4 times, I believe. If you want to skip the battle, you can also click here. So basically, it calculates all the actions that happen in the battle, and it calculates how much damage you do. So you can see both of my top characters are still alive, and you have Sortina, who's still alive as well. And so if you skip the close-up button, you can see that it extrapolates from damage I've already done, and it calculates all the prizes I got from that specific raid battle, and then subtracts that from the main value. And you can do that twice per day. So I'm gonna swap you out for you. That's more damage. So you can see that it auto calculates based on the characters as well. They have. It's very nice because a lot of AFK games don't let you do that. They just force you to just sort of stand and watch your characters do the things, which is kind of annoying, not gonna lie. And also the quick level up system, obviously. If you don't have XP though, this is the experience orbs you get from the passive questing. So that resource you don't get, you have to use for XP and level up your characters. And if you don't have enough of it, you won't be able to skip your level mashing. Also, these boxes can use the keys for, so like I have 89 of these and 2 of these keys, so I can use 2 keys to open 2 of these boxes. That'll give me some random loot. It's it's not that great, but it's good enough. And then I believe there's also other, like, obviously there's a gotcha element that you can do, but that's that.
Oh,
And these are the, I believe, what you call expeditions in a lot of other games. Basically, you send the characters out, they do things, and they come back, and then get the rewards. So, in this expedition system, very easy. You just click the auto form button, and then that's that. Then go here. You can grab a friend's character, and that activates. So on and so forth. Very easy, very simple. It's all very streamlined, very cool. And it's all accentuated by an excellent soundtrack that you just have to listen to all the time. It's just awesome. Like, I could put this on the background of a live stream or something, and it would sound perfectly natural. Yeah. Let's see. Double check this. Right. So next we have the boss stages. So basically, you can tell if you take a look at the bottom in this sort of bit here. You can see that there's a little numbers gauge of how much resources you're getting per hour, and you can do a skip battle by spending this special currency to skip a certain amount of time. But don't do that because you'll want to use that currency for the rolling. So far, rates haven't been half bad. They've been worse on the Japanese version, so far at least, for me, than they have been on the English version. But on the English version, I'm playing, what was it? Oh, there it is. There's a pity. No, that's not a pity. I don't know what it is. There's a pity reward. I think that's a spark, actually. So that's how the rolling works. There's a little bar that gives you a thing at the end. I believe these envelopes let you pick whoever you want, I believe. There's all these missions, and there's stories as well, so each character has a story you can read. There is no skip story button, so if you don't want to get super bored by that specific part of the game, you should get the one in another language you can read. So you can see that there's like a language thing. Then there's also a whole like actual transcript of all the dialogue in there, which is really good. I'll read that later, so I don't take up too much of the time. Yeah, and we also have the current release missions right here, which you can use to grab just an 8-hour orb of those 2 types, and then a 200 of that currency, those crystals, and then another one of her. Just gonna be good for both. You can see there's enemy levels there. So if you take a look at the team, right? There's only one level 60 character, most of everyone else is at 40. So you'd think I'd have a hard time with this fight. But if we just do that, you can see that I won and barely anyone actually lost health. So it's a matter of, it's less a matter of level and more a matter of just how good your characters are built. And so far I haven't run into any problems on that front.
お相手願おうか見せてあげる終わった
Also, there's full voice acting if you want it, so you can, if you download the full voice files, every line of dialogue, I believe, is actually voiced. Like, fully, proper. I'll show you some of the modes now. There's PvP, obviously, which is this area here. My team is level 448, so I want to fight them. There's also an auto skip on these as well. So you can see that you can see the fight happen, you can see the turns up at the top. And then if I click the skip button, you can see that, oh, I lost that fight. Looks like my team was not built well enough. So you can see that due to that, you can see the recent rankings and such. It's very interesting. You know, all sort of stuff. And there's a win. And I've gone off 1.3 grand. So there's a ranking. My current ranking is at the bottom, obviously, since I've only like recently started just last week or so. You can also see that there's a huge map. It's got amazing art direction all across the board. You know, very, very cool. I like it a lot personally. We've got the typical dungeon thing mechanic, so if you want to fight enemies over and over and over again, you can go into here. Follow these battle things. Let's see, let's remove you. Let's see that. There we go. And then you can cut a buff from here. So typically, so you can see here, these affect a certain type. So I think for now, I'll grab one that mitigates damage by 40%. That. And you can see that the paths extend and become more intricate as you go farther in. So right now we're on level 1 of this current rotation of this dungeon, but I think next rotation is more. Basically resets every, I believe, week. Also, an in-game live chat that you can use on here. This guild chat, friend chat, and world chat, or server chat, I guess. I am actually way more successful in terms of in the guild, whatever, on the English version of the game, but since I can't play it on PC with the full sound quality and everything, I've decided against actually playing it. Yeah. We also have, I believe, I still can't go about how beautiful this game is. It stuns me so often. I end up losing my track of my brain. Yeah, so I have to beat stage 520, and then that'll be the next big story thing. So let's just keep moving on to the story. And also, every character is actually fully animated through the live 2D motions. So if you go into the character menu, even like lower rarity characters, like these characters, they're all fully animated, fully voiced, and they all have songs. So if you go into here, go to the favorites page, swap out this person for this person, this person for, say, I don't know, this person. Right, so there's a greeting dialogue, and there's a song. It's very quiet, this one, but it's there. Let me see if you guys can hear it. Yeah, it's amazing. I love it. It's amazing. I love it so much.
私の力が必要な時はいつでも声をかけてください。
And then I read a lot of the stories. So the story reading is a bit, can get a bit annoying if you haven't done the full download, because then you have to wait between loading screens.
お兄さん、こんにちは。
It's amazing though, just the design, character design, the aesthetic of it all with the paintbrush aesthetic. The sound design, music direction. It's all just top tier. I hope they release an album, like a full album on like the streaming services soon, so I can actually listen to it proper. You can also see that's the one button which downloads that downloads all the resources. I think it's something around 2.5 gigs or so. You don't often see games put that much effort into the character design, especially for the rarer characters. I think the ones... No, I don't think even in Genshin Impact 4 stars actually have their own theme songs. Oh, it's not the 4 stars. And the 5 stars I don't have theme songs, but everyone else... I don't think so. I've never heard them have theme songs. There's obviously plenty of ways to, like, it's all fantasy, but there's a lot of flexibility and the personality and aesthetic of the different characters. So there's plenty to choose from if you want a very specific kind of person. So far, I've actually done all the normal characters and I'm only listing one SSR and so on and so forth. The LRs are actually the main rarity characters, the big rare characters that you want to get. But just like AFK Arena, generally, not like, it's like old AFK Arena. All the characters are viable if you manage to get them to gold frame or higher. Actually, an early story.
任せてよ。見せてあげる。トリックショット。本気モードでいくよ。容赦はしない。
That was so good too. The piano effects. The piano effects are so good. I love them so much.
さあ皆様、私にご注目。フォルティナ、怪我はないか。
次へ。So, if you guys don't know why everything is in Japanese, it's because I'm playing on DMM Game Player. So if you don't know what that is, it's companies will occasionally make deals with DMM to put their games or to give their games basically PC clients of sorts. And so when you get the DMM Game Player browser or whatever thing, what it does is it gives you like a menu. Hold on, I'm gonna try to pull this up real quick. Display capture, Windows, properties, DMM. Okay, so if we pull this up real quick, I can sort of show you how it works. So basically, what you have is you have this sort of like list of stuff or games where basically you can download the game and then play it on a PC client. So right now I think all of these games work on English locales except for this one. Quantum Monkey is a little weird. I don't think it works on English locales right now. But yeah, so you can see I got Memento Mori on here, and that's how I'm playing it on a PC client. So the way the PC client, so the DMM gameplay work is that so most of the time when people play on emulators, usually your frame rates are limited to 120, and it had to run through a separate like subnet or something like that, or a third-party, what is it, wire, like virtual wire, which prevents like a super fast response time, versus a formal a formal PC client allows the game to actually a formal PC client allows the game to actually use the internet connection your PC is currently connected to, as well as allowing high frame rates along with a very fast response time. So that my response time right now is basically under a millisecond for this game. So it's very, very fast, very easy, I don't want to say easy to use, but it's very fast. The only downside is I think DMM is exclusive to Japanese, Japanese like IP products and stuff. I think the only English game on there is, I think, Alchemy Stars, which is a bummer. Alchemy Stars is the only game that runs in English on the DMM Game Player PC client, which is a little bit of a bummer, gotta say. But hey, we gotta work with what you got, I guess. God, man, the battle music is so loud, but it's so good at the same time. Sound effects can be a little overkill, though. I could probably turn on the voices a little bit. Yeah. So what I recommend for Memento Mori is if you can even semi-understand Japanese, if you can understand Japanese speech, download the DMM Player PC version. If you can't do that, and if you can't speak, if you can't understand Japanese or read Japanese, go for the English version on either an emulator or on your phone, because it is on your phone. It is a mobile game after all, and it does work actually relatively well on the phone. So on my phone it runs at a pretty consistent 144 hertz. And what else is there? All right, and I am tested in English, and I don't think it only takes up like I believe 3 gigs maximum of storage, so it's not huge in terms of actual game sizes go. The PC client I believe is around. If we go back into stats the DMM player real quick. DMM player's Memento Mori stats are. Let me let it load. So we have. Yeah, so the size of the file is about 7.795 megabytes. About. And that's not even like. And that's just like that's not even much, I would say. It's like. Yeah, it's way low. It's way small. I think that's just the initial download though. I'm pretty sure the main file size is somewhere between 2 to 3 gigs. It's still not very big though, gotta say. Given the quality of the game, I expect it to be a little bigger, but I do sort of understand, because it's like the entire game is mostly just still images and then 2D and 2D live 2D models, so I guess. And I don't think the resolution's that high, is it? Since they're going with the stylistic choices. Yeah, I think it's mostly around. Yeah, I don't think it's that big in terms of actual storage stuff. Which is interesting because the game itself, the quality, the sheer quality of it is way amazing. Like, I remember when I first saw AFK Arena with its like funny stained glass aesthetic, I was like, that's pretty cool, I like it. And then I sort of drifted away from it. So I've been looking for a game that really has a nice style or unifying theme to it for a while. And this one's really tickled that urge, tickled that spot for me. It's got that nice like Dark Souls-esque, like dark fantasy stuff. But it's also got that like, what do you call it? Vibe, I guess. It's all that energy, you know, that you don't really get with a lot of other games you get on a lot of other anime games you get in terms of recent memory. There's also Discord server, obviously. There's Reddit, I'm pretty sure. They have a YouTube channel where they post music. What's interesting is if I go to YouTube real quick and pull their channel up. They're released almost simultaneously. Memento Mori. Let me pull up the YouTube channel real quick. Openings, opera. Yes, Memento Mori only actually has about. Actually, no. This is. I'm way behind. I completely lost it. Yeah, no. It's got way more. Yeah, no. When I first saw Memento Mori, it had like what a hunch, like 500 subscribers on their YouTube channel. Now it's got like 21.1k subscribers. That's insane. The growth on that. Let me take a look at the stats real quick. Yeah, they've got so if you like any of the songs on that you hear in this live stream, you can find them on the Memento Mori YouTube channel. I'll probably link in the description. Actually, I should put it in the description. Hold on. Let me just copy that and put it into the stream description real quick. Memento Mori. No. Alright. And also, it actually has full English voice acting. So if you guys prefer an English voice lines, I don't think they're in this version of the game. Yeah, I don't think they're in this version of the game, but yeah, they're not in this version of the game, but it is in the main English version. There's an option in there to change the voice language. Which is interesting that they had time to hire a whole extra set of voice actors, because they didn't have really I mean, they had some advertising, but they didn't. It wasn't like kind of advertising you see on most games, you know. It felt very tame in terms of advertising, so I suppose they still have integrity. I'm giving this game a lot of credit, and I don't know if all of it is deserved, but as someone who works with art and animation on a personal level, I really cannot say this enough. The quality of the graph of like the design philosophies behind it and the aesthetic of the game is top notch. Like there is almost nothing wrong with this game, at least in terms of design and aesthetic. I don't know about game design. Game design is not my forte, so I wouldn't know too much about it. But I would say I am personally having a lot of fun with it. I don't know if that's a popular opinion or not. Yeah. So yeah, so the story of the game goes, there's like a sort of apocalyptic curse infecting the land. Basically, you have to travel from country to country, curing the curse, so to speak. And then you're also under the caveat that every single one of the characters is a witch, right? Or is referred to as a witch. And that means that they're being hunted down by the church, and they're being blamed for being the cause of the curse. So everyone thinks that these people are causing the apocalypse, when in reality it literally has nothing to do with them. As far as we know, it has nothing to do with them, and it's just the church who thinks that, which is like, you know, classic anime tropes. Church being evil. Who would have thought? But hey, what are you gonna do? Anime will be. Just had to turn around just a little bit. I was dealing with some baggage in my room. Up to chapter, what was it? 520 then. Should be relatively easy. If any of my party members get hold of me with level 0, level 50% like that means that I'll have to upgrade them a little more. I guess like the numbers go up every time you beat a stage. Another thing is equipment. So you can actually, if you click that, it's an auto smelt function. It's called auto smelt in the English version. You can basically tell it to automatically fuse and upgrade every piece of equipment in the backpack until it's above a certain grade. So by doing that, it automatically generates scrap and a whole bunch of upgraded gear. And you can use that to equip your characters with stronger and cooler gear and stuff, so to speak. Just unlock. If you lock a character, it can't be used in expanded and fusing. So this is a safety precaution. I would say lock every character that you think is fun and cool and that you like. And remember, everyone can increase in rarity, technically speaking. So it's not like any character is technically rarer. I mean, some characters are technically start off rarer, but you know that's a whole different thing. There's also classes as well. So if we go into here, you can see like their element, light. I don't have any dark elements, but I do have earth, grass, fire, water. It's not really water. I don't know what any of these ones are called. All I know is it's blue, red, green, yellow, white, and black. So as far as I know, they're elemental advantages, but they might be something else. I don't know. They're just I don't know if it's a triangle either. There's also a party system too, so you can tap parties for different things. Party 1, party 2, you can form about 10 parties at the moment. You can probably form more later or unlock more slots maybe. As an AMK game, this is a harder game to make a video on, or a short live stream on. So I'm just gonna ramble on until I feel bored of the live stream. Yeah. Oh. So good though. I would like it to have like so some of these things they had like extra effects. Like there's like huge ice glacier covering the side. They could have made it sparkle, and they could have made the fire like ripple a little bit, or something. And obviously, each character has a tragic backstory, because why not? I mean, some characters don't, but a lot of characters do. Like it's like, I believe this person. Her sister was killed, and then she, out of rage, she turned into a witch, and then her parents sold her out, and then she had to flee from the church, and then I don't remember what else. She had to flee from the church, and then she joins us on our adventure. And everyone's got a backstory, and most of them end with them meeting you. Which is nice to just keep everything in canon and stuff. Keep everything nice and simple for the story. Because nobody said anything about simple stories being bad, right? I think I'll turn the voices down a little bit because I'm more used to that, to having the voices be sort of just a little bit more quiet. Yeah, it's like 55 should be fine.
緒に見に行ってくれますか？
Boss time. Level 68. Also, there are no star ranks, so even if some characters die, like in that battle just now, you will have no penalties for that. You also expect your win rate, because your win. So if you take a look at here, your win rate is over here, and if it's not 100%, you'll get less loot over time. Over the time that you fight, so to speak. Also customize the towns. So you go in here, you can say I can customize the town into whatever appearance I want to. So on and so forth. Very interesting, very cool. Very fun little thing, little touch to the whole idea of you traveling through the land. $8 of coins. And these things are like the unit pieces, where you grab a certain amount of them and then they give you a character, a random character of that rarity. All in all, though, it's a very, very good game. Highly recommend it. It's really fun. And you can edit your name, you can edit your comments, you can have a birthday. There's also a VIP system that you can, I believe, get by buying diamonds. Yeah. Which is a thing, you know, monetization model, so you know that they aren't actually trying to scam you by pretending they're free. Because it is a free game, there are microtransactions, so that the game can make money. I personally think it's really nice. It's never in your face about it. It's like, if you have to really look for it if you want to buy things with, like, actually buy things, you know? Which is like really cool, interesting, and fun and stuff. And also, what's interesting is it has an incentive method where basically, even though your first few purchases have a whole bunch of bonus stuff, you do those bonuses do actually run at, like drop off after a certain point, which means that you're encouraged to not spend over a certain amount of stuff, which is like great, to be honest, for a gacha game. I feel like more gacha games need to really go address the health of their customer base with that kind of stuff, because man, people spend way too much time on this thing, on this genre, and it's just overall it's way unhealthy. Yeah, it's good, super good. Actually, this is my favorite song right now, but it's actually sung by Tsuyu here. So Merlin's theme is sung by Tsuyu. So if you don't know who Tsuyu is, they're singing on YouTube. You can look them up. They're amazing. They're amazing. I'm gonna turn the music up. God, it sounds so good. It's such a good song. Oh my god, and Tsuyu's voice works so well with it. Normally Tsuyu only sings rock, so Tsuyu's singing with an orchestral soundtrack, with an orchestral, is so good. I love it so much, dude. There needs to be way more people on this game. It needs more people. Also, what's interesting is if you go into the main story, you can actually see like where people are. So you click on the little portraits, you can see that people. This is where other people are currently AFKing. It's like here, there's new players at level 20, level 19 AFKing over there. There's players. Mori is AFKing over here at level 25. It's super interesting and super fun to see other players driving their way to the main story just like you are. I love it so much. It's so good. And I sent some friend requests to these people real quick, real fast. That's why not. And one good. You can also see the battle going on over here. So AFK battle shows up on the sides of the screen. Unlike an AFK arena where it's front and center, because you have to see the map and you have to see all the painted maps and stuff and all the cool things that they did. And I don't. It's just I love this game. It's so fun. I cannot preach this game enough. Please play it. Please download it. And please, if you can spare it, spare the company some money. Please spend some money on it. Give them some incentive to say this is a good game. You know, I like this game. I'm gonna spend money on it. And so you can tell the devs that you like the game. Alright? I'm gonna do your best. So.